morning. I got a good reminder recently that I do not have an introduction to tapping video on my Facebook page. So that's what this is about. Now I'm going to try and keep it to between 2 and 3 minutes. So I'm not going to be able to talk a lot about the history of tapping, but I will say that Gary Craig, who's an engineer, built on the work of a number of other people. Most recently, just before him, was Roger Callahan, who he studied with, to create emotional freedom technique, which is another word for tapping, or EFT. Sometimes it's abbreviated too. So I can put a link below if you want to find out more about the history. But what is tapping? It is an amazing mind-body tool that can shift emotions really quickly, even ones, negative ones that have been in your system, in your belief system, in your energetic system for quite a while. And it's a very effective self-help tool. If you're dealing with deep trauma, though, I would say you need to do this kind of work in conjunction with a professional. So it's not for deep trauma work, but if you're dealing with a phobia, dealing with cravings, dealing with just moving sadness and grief and depression through your system, it can be amazing. And you can do it with somebody who's trained, or there's so many resources on the internet, on YouTube in particular, and Brad Yates is one of my favorites. So now I've talked about tapping, sort of its history and what it does, but I haven't specifically described it. So tapping is done by tapping on the meridian or acupuncture points from Chinese medicine. I'll put a diagram of the points, the most popular points to tap on. There's other ones as well that I sometimes incorporate, but and while you're tapping on these points, you are describing what you are feeling. So say you're feeling very stressed about taking an airplane ride. So you're going to tap through the points, just describing exactly how you feel. And in fact, the more you tune into what your body feels like, what this emotion feels like in your body, like I feel nauseated, my chest gets tight, just thinking about it. So you describe it and you tap on each point at least 7 times and you move through them. And when you're done, you take a big breath. And then you check in and see. It's usually good to have assessed before how high between 1 and 10 your anxiety or phobia or craving is, and then assess it after on the same scale. I'm going to wrap up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.